Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a Monster Legends sneak peek video. So the website I'm using is taringa.net. There's going to be a link in the description if you want to follow along. Make sure to bookmark it so you can see everything upcoming in Monster Legends. But before that, you should know that everything on this website is not 100% official. It's not confirmed by Social Point. So just keep that in mind when you see something on here. Just because you see something on here doesn't mean that's actually going to be released or that's actually the way it's going to be. If you want official information from Social Point themselves, you need to follow the Monster Legends community page, you need to join the official Monster Legends Discord, or you need to be a part of the official Social Point forums. But with that being said and with that out of the way, let's get into the sneak peek. So let's see, what do we have? We have a lot of information up here, something about some Master of Paths. We have a Flash breeding. 2 legendary monsters are available through the same breeding combination during this event. If you breed Draza and Octex, you can get Luxa Aura or Duska Aura. 2 sisters, old monsters. I don't think they're really that significant in the current meta. So this is a Flash breeding you could probably do without, unless you're trying to complete your library, unless you just want to get as many monsters as possible. Master of Paths. Get 4 legendary monsters and obtain extra rewards at the end of the event. How many different paths can you master? In this event, you can complete 4 consecutive paths with different maze coins where you can get 4 different legendary monsters, and at the end of their paths, you'll find a token. Depending on the number of tokens you manage to gather, you'll get different rewards. So it appears there's going to be 4 different pathways, one for Oros, one for Metalhead, one for Greedy Dragon, and one for Voltic. So all very old monsters, so this is a great opportunity for newer players to get some of these monsters, or for long-term players to get another copy of this monster so you can rank up your previous version. But at the very end, if you manage to reach the very end, you get some token, and I guess depending on how many tokens you get a different reward. I wonder if they're going to give away some diamond relics or maybe some gold relics. That's typically what they tend to do during these kinds of events if you manage to make it to the end. But then that begs the question, how hard is it going to be to actually complete these paths event? If it's anything like those limited time maze events to get like a single monster, I don't know how many people are actually going to be able to obtain it or do it all the way, at least 4 of them. So I guess we'll find out, right? And yeah, Master of Paths, here's your reward depending on how many tokens you get. There's going to be a peace breeding event coming soon. So it's an exceptional breeding event. By participating, you'll be helping War Child, an international charity that helps protect children in war-torn areas. So Social Point tends to do this. I believe they did this last year too. So that's pretty awesome. Coming soon, the Storm Breeding Quest. The Storm Beard Quest. Get ready for a special event in which you'll be able to obtain a brand new monster, Stormbeard. Watch out, a thunder event is about to start. Make sure you're ready to obtain a bunch of top thunder monsters and then a new one, Stormbeard. So this is probably going to be very similar to the Mishka event. Mishka, if you recall, if you were able to breed and I already forgot again, if you were able to breed Demise, Cloud, or Scotty Veta, you also unlocked a key which allowed you to play in the Mishka event, and then by participating in that event, you would be able to get enough cells to make Mishka. So I'm wondering if it's going to be the exact same thing. So I guess we'll find out. And then the Stormbeard quest. Oh, there it is. Yeah, breed Ukaduma, Griffin, or RFL to obtain a hook key and access Stormbeard's survival dungeon. So literally the same thing as Mishka. Definitely try for this. I tried for Mishka. I probably did like 10 breedings and I did not get anything. And I even used the breeding jokers. So if you don't have a Galante Jr., or Violet, be sure to get them because you are going to want to use them. And apparently it's going to start, let's see, the survival dungeon will start Friday the 9th. So November 9th, the actual dungeon will start. So who knows how long this event will be. Probably within the next 3 to 5 days, I would say, the breeding for Okaduma, Griffin, and RFL would start. So get ready for that. Let's see, congratulations, you got the hook key. So now you can go to the event. There's going to be a lucky chest. So in case you weren't able to get the hook key from the breeding phase, you could always buy chests, but it's random, so you might not get lucky. There's a survival dungeon. Meet the new Thunder Warmaster. There's a new Thunder Warmaster going to be released in November. This is a Thunder attacker that has a set of extraordinary skills. Babari is a Thunder attacker with an area trait that makes his entire team immune to torture status effects. Haven't we seen that already? What the heck? Wait. Entire team immune to torture status effects. That is Zara. He casts a damage mirror at the start of the battle, and he also has a damage mirror skill. But remember, he's an attacker. Wait, let me start. He casts a damage mirror at the start of the battle, so he also does team damage mirror, and the damage mirror is a separate skill. He's an attacker. He has extra turn skills that can blind or disable an enemy's trait. Oh my goodness, he is a Faraday killer. what I imagine, he's an extra turn monster with trade disable. So Voltic, Charmless, Xyla, all of these extra turn monsters, they can't do anything to Faraday because Faraday will get a turn in and attack you, or any anticipation monster. This monster is probably going to have an extra turn skill that traits disable, so you prevent the enemy from activating their anticipation trait. Crazy! He can apply shock to his enemies, which shock also prevents extra turn skills, including the anticipation trait, damaging and preventing them from using extra turns. His water hater and thunder damage skills will evaporate water monsters. Collect his cells in the dungeons. Okay, let's see. And then obviously if you manage to complete his floors during the first week he's released, you can get a level 10 rune, some Elementium, even diamond relics depending how far you go. Let's see, this is all old stuff. Here is the new monsters, the new Thunder Legendary Warmaster Babari. There's his cute little pets. Let's see. He was the leader of the Thunder Warriors for conquering a mountain so high they could reach the sky and summon massive thunderstorms when he left with the Warmasters and his daughter Xyla. What? Every single Warmaster has a daughter now. First the Lhasa, now this one. So Xyla turned against him and joined Warthog. Now Babari is back and he must deal with the situation. So status effects, 35% accuracy, torture immunity. I feel like this is going to be changed. I don't think this is actually going to be the thing. Damage mirror, 100% damage. That's kind of cool. You know what? Like, this is kind of cool because if you're facing ranked up monsters, just imagine this. If you're facing level 130 monsters, right? They can OTK you. Why not bring this monster and bring like a level 4 common monster in your team? And when that 130 attacks a level 4 common monster and deals a bunch of damage, 100% damage is reflected to the enemy. So you might be able to win even though you lose. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to love to playtest with the damage mirror, 100%. Especially running with some weak allies that I know will get OTK'd. Let's see what else he has. Low physical damage. Heals himself by 33, 100% damage mirror to all allies. That's nice. A self-heal and 100% damage mirror. Moderate special damage to one enemy. Moderate special damage. Blind. Moderate special damage applies minor blind to one enemy, one extra turn to itself. Removes positive effects from one enemy, applies blind to one enemy. Deals moderate special damage, another extra turn skill. Deals moderate thunder damage to all enemies, applies shock to all enemies. Thunder damage applies shock twice, greater likelihood of shock actually landing. Heavy thunder damage, special damage, deals heavy thunder damage to one enemy, applies shock. There it is, family chains. Disables trait, deals heavy special damage, gives one extra turn to itself. He is an anticipation killer. Cool. Unfortunately, it does appear this skill is going to be a skill group 4 skill, and by the looks of it, probably rank 2. Let's see, applies water hater, deals massive thunder damage. That's not that significant to be honest. Deals very heavy thunder damage to enemies, applies shock and blind, gives one extra turn to itself. So he does have 4 extra turn skills, which you probably won't get until you rank them up all the way. This is probably the 4th skill you get, heavy thunder damage, shock and blind. This is the one everyone's going to be going after. So if you can rank up this monster enough to get this, that'll be awesome. Overall though, I don't know. Again, the trade is what's interesting to me just because it's 100% damage reflection. And again, if you have a low level monster versus a high level ranked 5 level 130 monster, they deal even more damage. So the fact that you reflect 100% of it back, I think so. Wait, maybe I'm crazy. You guys can let me know. Sorry, I'm not as knowledgeable on Monster Legends. If you have a monster that has damage mirror, even if the monster dies, it does reflect the damage. I'm not mistaken about that, right? So obviously it doesn't really work in a team war scenario, but in a player versus player, I don't know, it might be interesting. Skills wise, just looking, I'm not the most impressed with the exception of the trade disable extra turn. Because if you can do this, it paves the way to doing your other extra turn skills. And then depending on the cooldown, you might be able to spam over and over. Like, this skill is actually really great. Removes positive effects, you blind, and you give yourself an extra turn, right? So he's definitely going to be more of an attacker type, maybe a rainbow monster. We'll see. But definitely, family chains is great. Again, the one I just talked about. What else? 100%, you might not need that. Gives an extra turn, deals moderate special. Deals moderate special, applies minor blind. Minor blind, I think, is what, 25% blind? I don't know, but let's move on. Stormbeard. This is going to be... Oh, this is a cool looking monster. He's going to be the one that you can unlock the hook event for if you manage to breed an Ukaduma, an ROFL, or a Griffin. So let's see, do we have skills? That's not him. Here is another monster. His name is Sergent Hyde. Let's see, zombie veteran, heals one enemy. Wait, what? Heals one enemy by 50%. Wait, why? Oh, he better have reverse healing skills. He better be like Alcis's pet. Applies poison to all enemies. Doubles max life, applies fire protection. Very nice, because he's nature, so he can give himself double life and fire protection. Modern special applies blind. 50% shield to itself. Modern nature damage applies total blind and poison. AoE total blind and poison. Very, very cool. Let's see what else. Applies blind and regen to itself. Moderate nature damage to enemies, applies torture immunity to itself. Deals moderate special damage, applies 25% shield. Massive nature damage, poison and burn is nice. Oh, I was really hoping he had more. So he appears like he looks like an attacker, but apparently he's gonna be more of a tank. Yeah, I still don't get this. Heals one enemy? Should that be ally? Why would you heal an enemy if you don't have any... You're not like Alcis's pet that can apply withered. AoE poison, let's see. I'm iffy on him. We'll see when he's actually released. The cool thing about this monster, from what I'm seeing, he's in the Monster Legends game. He has let me just show you. He's going to have the Gravedigger trait, meaning he's immune to all kinds of possession and nightmares. And then he also blocks resurrections. All resurrections. So normally when we've seen traits, they're like team traits. Your team is immune to control effects, your team is immune to torture effects. This appears to be an area trait, meaning that it applies for both your team and the enemy team. So I think this is going to be like an area effect. No resurrections are allowed as long as this monster is alive, which is very, very interesting. The other interpretation is that this monster can't be revived because he blocks resurrection, so you can't revive him. But I think the other interpretation of it's an area trait, that makes more sense. So when you're fighting Sammys and the Undertaker and Fatsid and all these revive monsters, and specifically when they're on defense and you're like, okay, like I know Necromancer can revive, Sammy can revive, there's 2 revivers, I need to bring my Sergeant Hyde, and that'll prevent them from reviving. And since he's a tank, since he can double his max life, he can protect himself from torture immunity, he can apply a lot of blind, maybe this monster actually is gonna prove to be quite good. He's somewhat like anti-meta, you know, he's tanky, so in offense, he like, again, I'm super biased against tanks because I feel like they don't serve that much of a purpose in offense. But with a monster that blocks resurrection, that is a huge, huge, huge advantage to your team as an attacker, especially when you're fighting ranked monsters that, you know, you set up your combo, you get your burrito, you triple damage, you kill Sammy, but then he just gets resurrected by another enemy monster. Now with Sergeant Hyde on your team, so very interesting. I'm looking forward to his release. I love when new mechanics are introduced, and you know what, looking again at his skills, I do love the fact that he does have a lot of different skills to play around with, a lot of self skills, a lot of healing, not so much healing skills, but a lot of shield skills. Here's a 50% shield. He had a life regen skill, again the max life, the fact that he can blind, total blind, he can poison, reduce damage output. He's going to be a pretty interesting monster. Looking forward to him. Let's keep on going. Premier Pass Survey, changes to Battlegrounds. In the next Battlegrounds, you won't be able to recover your monster during the attack phase. Thank you very much. I've been wanting that since the very beginning of Team Battlegrounds. And let's keep on going down. What's coming? Atomic Soldier Island. Oh, so that's where you're going to be able to get them. Lots of monsters are waiting for you in the Atomic Soldier Island. Here's a new one. Sergeant Hyde is a tank with a high life and a super cool trait, Gravedigger. Blocks possession. While he's alive and on the team, he can block resurrections on the enemy team. So it is that. Oh, it says on the enemy team. I feel like it's going to be overall, so you can't revive either. That's what I'm anticipating. If not, then I guess we've just introduced traits that work against the enemy, and this also means that this is going to be the start of more and more traits that are against the enemy. So maybe we'll see a trait that prevents the enemy from doing evasion. Maybe we'll see a trait that starts the game off with the enemy burning or poison. You know what I mean? Like there's going to be a monster that says, when the battle starts, the enemy has poison, the enemy is bleeding, the enemy is blinded. It's only a matter of time. It's also, yeah, it's only a matter of time. Increase max life, heal itself, block torture, and protect against fires. His zombie skill, he can apply, there's one more trait, he can apply blind and total blind to all of his enemies. Yeah, very cool. There's King, Grand Prix, and I think that's going to be it for this monster sneak peek. So, Monster Legends sneak peek. So with that being said, I am really, really curious. What do you guys think about everything going on in Monster Legends? Everything I talked about in this video, what are you looking forward towards the most? Is it the Sergeant? Is it the fact that no more resurrections? Is it the new Warmaster? Is it maybe the breeding event that's gonna get released? Is it Captain Beard? I already forgot his name. Captain Hook. Hook Beard, whatever his name is. What are you most excited about in Monster Legends? How do you feel about the game Stormbeard? Let me know whatever your thoughts are in the comments below. Once again, this is Taringa.net. Not everything here is official. I am anticipating that the Warmaster, the Thunder Warmaster, his trait is going to change. When Zara was first introduced, it said she was going to block all control skills, and then she got changed to blocking torture immunities. I don't think they would do the same thing for this new Warmaster. I feel like it's going to be something totally different. You know, I was always thinking like maybe an area precision from the start of the battle or something like that, but I guess we'll see. So with that being said, I'm Armor Gaming. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.